Do you want to have the ultimate control over your life? Welcome to Take Control with Whitney Wells, where we will explore all topics of life that we try and control, what this creates for you, and how to have successful relationships all while empowering yourself. Keep listening and let's have some fun. Hi, and welcome to episode 18 of Take Control with Whitney Wells. Now, before we get started, I want to tell you about an awesome free video training that I have for you. So if you wish your partner would behave differently at times or act in different ways or say different things, this 30-minute video training is for you. And the best part about this is once you learn these things, you can start applying these awesome tools, these secrets, these concepts to your life and your relationship today. So if you want that, simply go to the show notes and grab this video, or head over to whitneywellscoaching.com/stubbornness-is-normal/. So whitneywellscoaching.com/ the name of the episode with dashes in between the words / I hope you enjoy it. The episode is about stubbornness being normal. How stubbornness is normal. But before we talk about that, let's talk about fall. Fall, autumn, it's here, and I love fall. It is one of probably my favorite season. Football, my birthday, Thanksgiving, the leaves are changing, Halloween. So yesterday, my family and I went to a pumpkin patch and we picked out some pumpkins that we're going to carve and paint. And we went through a corn maze. That was super fun. My little 5-year-old led the way. He found us our way out. And we went on a hayride. So it was a great day, a lot of fun. I love how the weather is changing, but it's not cold yet. It's a fun time of year. I hope everyone is enjoying the fall and the weather and the leaves and the pumpkins. I know that the world is different now. We're in a pandemic, COVID's here. But there are still things we can enjoy, and there's still some normalcy with the things that we used to enjoy, such as going pumpkin picking and experiencing that time with your family. And the leaves are still changing. So things are still happening, even though the world seems to be a lot different. There are things that are still there. Can remind us that this time is still amazing. This time is still something you can enjoy rather than look at the negatives of it. There are so many positives out there. So have fun with your fall, your autumn season. So today, let's dive into this topic. We're going to talk about stubbornness is normal. Stubbornness is normal as a human. Now, holding on to our existing beliefs is normal. That's what I mean by stubbornness being normal, right? You believe something, you have a thought, and you believe it. You believe that thought. So it makes sense to hold on to that. It makes sense to adopt that as your way of thinking. It makes sense to be strong in your convictions when you believe something. Now, when you believe something to be true, you believe it, you believe this thought. When you're challenged by an opposite thought, an opposite opinion from your belief, we often cling harder to our existing belief. It's like we double down on it. We push against the opposite thought even more. We don't see it, we just see ours. We are being stubborn. Stubbornness is normal. So a good example of this in today's world is people's political views. Our government, our president. Most people have a strong stance and opinion about the politics in our world today, especially in the US. Most people in the US have strong beliefs about our current president, about our current government, about the politics that are going on. I see this happening a lot. When someone believes something and they're challenged. So let's say you have a belief against our president or for our president or for a candidate or against a candidate, and that person is challenged, right? He or she holds on stronger to that current belief, to their belief. They don't see the other side. They're not flexible with their thinking. They're holding on strong to their current belief. And why wouldn't they, right? They have this belief. They believe it to be true. They're challenged. They don't, and then they become defensive because when I'm challenged, no, my belief is right. They hold on strong. Now, your thoughts are true because you believe them. Your thoughts are true because you believe them, and that makes them true to you. This is why we hold on to our beliefs. We believe them to be true. But our thoughts and our opinions aren't facts in the world. There are other possibilities. There is an opposite thought that someone could have, an opposite opinion that someone could have. Now, what if you allowed yourself some wiggle room and you saw your existing beliefs, you saw them for what they are, you saw them as thoughts, as not factual. Now, they're true to you because you are thinking them and believing them, but they are not factual. So you see your existing beliefs, and then just take a look at the opposite belief. Just look at it. And just sit with them and ask, how could they both be true? We can find the truth if we look for it. And I say this for you. I say this so you can feel that openness. You can feel that understanding or that compassion for that other side. Now, it doesn't mean you will change your mind, but you can just see a different way. You can see why somebody might believe differently than you. And that will give you that feeling. That other person can't feel your feeling, whether it's judgment or compassion. So, what would you pick? What feels better? And ultimately, what opens the conversation up for change? You can see how you feel when believing and thinking different thoughts. So try them on. Rather than thinking, my way is the right way, how do you feel when you think that? They are wrong. He or she is wrong. How do you feel when you think that? Or how do you feel when you think, I wonder why they think that? I am open to understanding their point of view. That's interesting. Let me learn more. How do you feel when you think these thoughts? having some curiosity about the other side breaks you free from that stubbornness, gives you that flexibility, and gives you that feeling of understanding, compassion, curiosity. Being curious about somebody else's point of view can benefit you, can benefit them, can benefit your connection. Now, I see stubbornness often when people are introduced to thought work. This work that I talk about all the time. Thought work and coaching. So I see this because we are taught all our lives that outside circumstances, so things that are happening outside of us that are factual, cause our feelings, such as other people, things that they say, things that they do, things that are happening that are factual outside of us cause our feelings. We're taught this all of our lives. And now I'm telling you something different, right? So you have this belief, because you're taught this, right? That an outside circumstance causes you to feel a certain way. And now I'm challenging that. I'm telling you something different. I'm telling you that your thought causes your feeling. Your thought about that outside circumstance, about that factual thing, causes your feeling. And this can be hard for people to have that flexibility around, right? To see it from a different way. So on top of wanting to blame something or someone else, so that you defer that responsibility, so that you put it off of you but onto them, right? You don't want to take that responsibility for feeling that way. You want it to be outside of you. This happens sometimes with people. Now, on top of that, people also often cling to this original belief that the outside circumstance caused their feeling because they were always taught that. It makes total sense. They have this original belief and they're clinging to it. But the best thing is to try and see it from this different way. It will open your world up and give you your power back. Taking responsibility for your feelings means that you have power over them and others don't. When we blame the outside circumstance for our feelings, the outside circumstance has the control over us. The person, what they say, what they do, how they act, the factual thing that's happening, it's controlling how we feel. We're giving all of our power away. Take that power back. Be in control. Take it back for yourself. Choose intentionally how you want to feel. And if that feeling is negative, feel that negative feeling. But know that you chose it. Know that you chose it intentionally. Be in control of that. And if you choose to feel positive, you can also choose that as well with your thoughts. It's not what other people say and do. It's not what occurs outside of you. So coming from this place that it is good to have this responsibility and power, right? Owning this for ourselves, owning that we're choosing our thoughts to create our feelings. Try loosening your grip on your original belief of circumstances cause your feelings. Try just loosening it a little bit. Just test it out. Go to the other side where, okay, maybe this could be true. Try it on. try it out for yourself with your own thoughts. See, when you think one thing, how do you feel? And when you think another, how do you feel? That's how I started with this. I heard these tools, I learned these tools, and then I just tried them out right in that moment for myself. I said, let me give this a shot. I can't lose anything by doing it. And then I tried it out. And it worked. So just play with it. Have some fun with it and loosen that grip. Loosen that grip on your original thought that circumstances cause your feelings. And just test out what you could think differently about a circumstance, about something factual happening outside of yourself. How could you think differently about it, and how do you feel when you think that? Test it out. Try it out for yourself. And now, try this out with your relationship. What do you believe is true about it? What thoughts do you think about your relationship that you believe are true? Now just sit with it, sit with those thoughts, and ask yourself, how can this be wrong? In what ways is the opposite true? See it from the other side. Give yourself that gift of understanding and compassion and love and curiosity. It will open your relationship up and give you that connection. It allows for that love to grow when you don't have that rigid hold onto your beliefs, and you can see it from the other side. You can see the opposite. Now going forward, notice this in yourself. Notice your own thoughts and what you are believing to be true about your relationship, about yourself, about the world, about our politics. Notice your thoughts within yourself. And try on the other side to give yourself that gift of openness and connection with somebody else. That gift of curiosity and love and compassion and understanding. Now, you can't change other people. And if you do try, it's extremely exhausting. So sometimes we succeed, but it's so exhausting to get there. So ultimately, people are going to do what people are going to do. So you can't change other people, but since you know this now about stubbornness being normal, it's human nature to be stubborn with our original thoughts and our original beliefs. You have this understanding. Of course, he or she is going to be stubborn. Of course, he or she is going to hold on to what he or she believes to be true. Of course, he or she will not see it my way if I try hard to convince them. And then knowing this, you can then approach the conversation with understanding and compassion and not forcefulness and judgment. You can approach the conversation with love, compassion, and understanding and curiosity. We are all human and we have different thoughts and beliefs. We are not all the same, and that's what makes it beautiful. But when we force and we judge and we try and convince, it makes that rift between ourselves grow. It makes us further away rather than closer together. So have some understanding, approach with curiosity and compassion. And that does not mean the other person is going to change their mind. It simply means we can connect. We can find that common ground, that connection, that understanding. And maybe that understanding is we agree to disagree, and that's okay. That is okay. I hope you enjoy this. Have a great day, and just know, approach those conversations with love, understanding, curiosity. Your stubbornness is normal, but loosen that grip. Loosen that grip and see from the other side to benefit yourself, to have that feeling of love, understanding, and compassion and curiosity for yourself. It feels so much better than judgment. Okay, have a great day. Thank you. Do you want to explore these topics further? Are you ready to live the life that you want to live on purpose while controlling what you have control over? I would love to be your life coach. If you're interested, simply head over to whitneywellscoaching.com and book an appointment with me today. I can't wait to work with you.